1830 to 1921.
Mound Bayou actually was a success story because the plantation was a success story. What they did is they allowed education of their slaves.
Okay.
It was Jefferson Davis' brother Joe Davis, who was the bigger brother of Jefferson Davis and probably Jefferson's financier. And they produced cotton at a premium level, probably better than anybody else. I call them agriculture geniuses.
Okay.
So they knew like the formula of how to make this thing work. They brought that to the Mississippi Delta, to this fertile ground. And so in the early 1900s, Mound Bayou led the world in cotton production. They came in here, they were rich as well. And basically because they tagged on to the cotton story.
Right.
And so you riding cotton, come on, let's take this ride, because that's the product that's making the people rich. That was the success of Mound Bayou. That was the story of Mound Bayou. These guys were also engineers. If you would ride through Mound Bayou, you'll see it platted out probably better than any Mississippi cities that have a black and white area. Well, Mound Bayou was specifically platted out in squares, so you'll see it squarely, because these guys were, they were engineers, and so the Montgomerys ran the mercantile down there, and they ran the post office. They did all of what people didn't do. They did it. And the Davises were bad enough to say, you don't deal with the Montgomerys, you can't deal with me. So what you had is a whole different mindset of people, which are attributed to Booker T. Washington's mindset of black people need to start their own municipalities. So the Montgomerys were very instrumental in helping other black towns and settlements get started under the mentorship and pushing of Booker T. Washington and getting other black people in businesses. Of course, what you may not know is that Oklahoma, Bowley, there to help that get started.
And as a result of that is why we want to put black townships back in the proper perspective by having a relationship with Black Wall Street, to say we are an umbrella organization that has already been branded. Now we need to teach the young people. Now we need to fill in the gaps and help them to understand why Black Wall Street was significant, why we must learn history so that we don't repeat the same downfalls.
I hear you.
And so because Tulsa was the first city in the United States to be bombed from the air, and they want to call it a riot, it was a Holocaust. And so one of the things that we're doing is putting up Holocaust museum.
Mound Bayou being the place for a Holocaust museum, I mean, Mound Bayou would be like the hub.
Yes.
Because we are basically the hub of African American history. A lot of the folk that contributed to the success, and I made that statement before, even when voting, but people from Mound Bayou were going back and forth to Oklahoma. And if we study it out, we're involved with.
Well, O.W. Girl is from here. He won from Greenwood, Mississippi. Greenwood, Arch and Pine. That name Greenwood, he changed the name. It was Greenwood Avenue, where the cultural center is now.
Right.
He's from Greenwood, Mississippi.
Mississippi.
He resigned as a advisor to President Grover Cleveland. He sacrificed his career to go back and purchase those 40 square blocks, and then he sold them back in parcels to black people.